If you were born on the 6th, the 15th, the 24th, or if you have a Lifepath 33 or a Lifepath 6, it does not matter what your zodiac sign is. Venus dominates your life and it dominates your personality. And so, no matter what your zodiac sign is, to other people you come across as a mixture of a Libra and a Taurus, which means that sixes have a very attractive personality. Even when they're not physically attractive, people tend to admire them for some reason. So sixes don't even have to be physically attractive to attract people. Their energy naturally magnetizes people. And so as a six, whatever you focus on, you will attract. And your life should never be forced. You're not an 8, you're not a 1. You are somebody that is more powerful when you're going with the flow. You're more powerful when you're going with how you feel. This is because 6 is ruled by Venus, and Venus rules the 2nd house and the 7th house. The 7th house is Libra's house, which is the house of relationships, and then the 2nd house, which is Taurus's house, is the house of wealth and the house of values. And so these people have a very luxurious type of personality, but luxurious in the sense that sixes don't dress to look good. Sixes dress for comfort. Like, that's the type of luxury that I'm talking about. And I understand sixes because I have a Taurus stellium. I have a Taurus moon, Mercury, Rahu, and Venus. And sixes ruled by Venus too. So I understand it. But all in all, the diplomacy that you have comes from Libra. And then your strong will and your stubbornness comes from that Taurus energy. And so sixes have a very soft, diplomatic, calm personality. But they have some of the strongest wills. This is one of the most stubborn numbers in all of numerology. Sixes are very balanced, and what motivates them the most is peace. But because sixes are motivated by peace, don't think that they're soft. They will do anything for peace. That is what motivates them. They will do anything for peace. Michael Jackson has a life path 6. He was willing to do anything to just get his dad to just shut the fuck up and get off of his ass. Michael Jackson was willing to work as hard as he possibly could to just please his father and get him to just relax. He was a 6. Floyd Mayweather, born in the 6, very calm, relaxed, diplomatic person. He will whoop anybody's ass. Sixes are not soft. And he was willing to do anything to take care of his family. When his father got put in jail, and he had all of his family members living with his mother in a 1-bedroom apartment, Floyd stepped up, put the family on his back, and became the richest and the greatest boxer of all time. Same thing with Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal was also born on the 6th. What motivated him was taking care of his family. Sixes are very calm, but they're very protective. Don't fuck with them. Sixes are like Tauruses. It's like, keep poking the bear. So don't fuck with sixes. XXX Tentacion, Lifepath 33. Remember that phase that he had where he was just crashing out? Like that, sixes have that side to them. And then remember when he changed it all around and he started just promoting peace? Same thing with Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis was born on the 15th and he has a Lifepath 33. One of the most aggressive football players in the NFL. Jalen Ramsey is also a 6. One of the most aggressive players in the NFL, but they're motivated by peace. They're willing to do anything for peace and comfort. And so as a 6, if what you're doing is not motivated by peace, if it's not motivated by beauty, if it's not motivated by comfort, if it's not motivated by your values, then you're not going to be motivated to do it. And so you guys tend to be more powerful when you're defending your family or when you're doing something for somebody, or when you're doing something like out of your values. And because 6 is also a number of luxury, it's not that they care about money, it's just that they get pleasure when they see beauty. Sixes love beauty and they love aesthetics. This is why a lot of sixes tend to go into bodybuilding. This is why a lot of them tend to have very neat, organized houses. This is why a lot of them are like really good at like resolving conflicts within their family, within their friend groups, because it's like the less peace that there is for a 6, it's like the more motivation that they have to like establish peace. Martin Luther King, born on the 15th, another 6. What was he motivated by? Peace. Napoleon was also born on the 15th. He was motivated by peace, believe it or not. Napoleon only took control over France during the French Revolution. Napoleon restored order to France. And so Napoleon was motivated. He was a general that was motivated by peace. He wanted to restore order to France. Because he had a Lifepath 1, he wanted recognition for doing it. But if you're a 6, pursue the things that make you feel good. If what you're doing doesn't stimulate your heart, if it doesn't make you, if it doesn't satisfy your senses, if it has nothing to do with your luxury or your relationships, then it's not going to motivate you. And so you got to do what your heart is into. When you put your heart and your soul into what you do, like very few people can push as hard as you and go as hard as you. To book a reading or to access my numerology book, go to my website, isaiah47.net, and you can also find that in the link in my profile bio. Now have a great rest of your day.